In Java programming language, today we are going to see how we can pass array list to a function, how we can manipulate array list to a function, and certain more functions or functionality that are associated with this array list. So let's get started. Make a new project in NetBeans Java application. Next, name it as per your convenience. I have named it as AL options. Finish it. Okay, so before we use array list, as you are aware, we have to include or import java.util.arraylist. That we have done here in line number 3, and you're also aware how we are going to make an array list. We just have to we'll name the array list as numbers. Okay, we have to make it as an integer. So array list in angle brackets integer, this is the name of the array list, which we have given numbers. You can choose it as per your convenience. New array list integer, again angle brackets and followed by round bracket semicolon, and let us fill this number or the name of the array list numbers by some values, say 10 values, and we can fill it via for loop. Let's have a for loop from 1 to 10, and what we are going to do is we will just add numbers.add, and the subscript will be I. Okay, now this particular 14th and 15th line have actually added values from 1 to 10 in our array list numbers. So we can print it via get in system.out.println, but we are not going to do it here, because most of the time we have to use a function. So let's make a function, and let's come out of the main and make a function called display. Name it as display and precede it with a void, that is the return type, because we are not going to return anything, and also static. And now what we are going to do is we are going to pass this numbers inside it. For that, what you can do is you can type Arraylist and any name by which you want this function to handle the array list. So let me name it as ARR. Inside function we will just print it, and you know how to print it through get. So again, start a loop. Okay, from I to 0, because this is 1 to less than equal to 10, so 0 you can start. Array.size, you know the size will be 10, and just system.out.print and arr.getI. This is what you have to do. This arr.getI, and since we want it, let's have a println to have a clean display of the numbers. You can increase the space here. Okay, now the program is ready, but we haven't called the function, and the function call is the simplest part. The simplest part is you have to name the function and just pass the parameter. And what will be the parameter? Yes, you guessed it right, it will be numbers. Now try running it. You'll see the number from 1 to 10. See how clean the numbers are, and the display is provided by this function. We'll go a step ahead, and what we will do is we will try to change the number. We will try to change the number, means 1 to 10, and what we are going to do is we will add certain value to this. So make again a function, say it as change, and copy this in front of it, because again we are not going to return anything, we're just going to change. And in this parameter, look, there is some change, and follow it properly. this is Arraylist integer. This is how we pass the Arraylist in the similar fashion. Name it the way, or in the name you're going to handle it in your functions, and the amount you're going to pass to add or delete or whatever processing you want to do. So I will pass an integer, say amount, and I'll add this amount to each and every value of the array list. So this is my function. Let me have a value. I will accept the value through get, and I will change the value. So since we have 10 numbers, we have to have a for loop. And how to decide the size? It is through arr.size. This is the simplest way. And I will take value and place the value which is from arr.getI to this value. And now the important part is setting the value. We are going to change the array list value. How we are going to do it? arr.set I is this. Each value will be promoted by this number, means added by this number. This is what we are going to do. So again, the simplest part is calling the function, say change, and what I'm going to do is I have to pass this particular array list and say I add 10 to each and every value of the array list, and again display it. Okay, now let's execute this. See, this is the first display and this is the display after we added 10 to it. 10 means the number 10 to it. So this is how we deal with array list. This is how we display array list outside the function, and this is how we deal with the processing of or each and every value of the array list, and how we set the value and get the value. And this is the basic thing which we ought to do on an array list. So thank you so much. Take care.